Hey everyone, it's Farm with Coins, and welcome to 2021, and we're going to do it with a half hunt. Hi everyone, welcome to 2021. This is going to be our first half hunt of 2021. We picked up boxes from the bank. We got 12. It was 2 weeks of orders, and we got 11 boxes of 2018s and 1 box of circulated. So it's not really enough to do a hunt for a stream. So we're gonna hunt it ourselves and then painstakingly open up 11 boxes of 2018s and put those through a coin machine. So that being said, we're gonna be looking for airs, any cool stuff in there, obviously silver or any foreigns. I'm kind of excited to do this box because we haven't had a circulated box from our main bank for a while. And before this whole 2018 debacle, we were actually doing pretty well on the silver and air stuff. So that being said, I'm going to be using a Plugable Scope on a little tripod. And I will show you any airs that we're looking for. And yeah, so if you guys aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and ring that bell for future notifications. All right, let's dig into these rolls. And the first 10 rolls of the box is gone. I am going to save all of the coins that I would search for airs on. And at the end of this hunt, I will bring you guys in and I'm going to search those on the video and show you guys what I'm looking for in the varieties that I look for. Alrighty guys, we will bring you back in on the next cool find or after 10 rolls. Well, next 10 is gone. We do have a healthy stack of 72 Ds and 74s to check for the DDOs and the no FG. So for the rest of the hunt, just to save on time so we can search these airs at the end, I'll bring you in on the next cool find. So if we don't find anything, the next time you see me, it'll be at the end of the hunt. And if you guys are tuning in and you just want to see how I hunt these airs, down below I will put a timestamp so you guys can just click that and go straight to the air part of this hunt. Alrighty, bring it back in. Well everyone, that box was a dud. I did find a beat to heck 2009 NIFC right at the end. So 2 NIFCs in that box. But we're gonna switch over and we're gonna hunt these live for you, and I'm gonna show you what I look for and how you can find some varieties for yourself. Alrighty everyone. So since that box was a dud, I'm gonna do something different at the end of this video. I'm gonna search the airs for you guys live. And what I do is I go to varietyvista.com. I will put a link in the description below. But you go here, here's the homepage. I'm gonna go to Canadian halves, and this has everything. Quarters, buffalo nickels, cents, everything. So you go to Canadian halves, and I'm gonna look for, the first one is a 72p double die obverse. So I'm gonna go to the DDO listings. So I'm gonna search 72p, and then it brings up here. If it has red letters and numbers down below, that means that is accepted by PCGS. So I look for airs that have this. So if you find it, you'll be able to submit it to PCGS for a variety. So I go down and I look for pickup points when I go here. So up top, I mean, you see the R's a little bit doubled, the P, but the rest of the letters, you don't really see it. And so I kind of go through the pictures and I look for what is the heaviest doubling on that. And as you can see right here on trust, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the doubling on the bottom of the T, on the R. It's split right there on the R. So that's what I'm gonna look for, so on trust. So I'm gonna minimize the window capture so you guys can see me. I'm gonna grab my stack of 72 Ps. It's not a big stack, but I'm gonna bring it underneath the scope, and I'm gonna look for that heavily doubled on the trust of this coin. So I'm using a Plugable Scope. Let me make this bigger for you guys while I do this. And I pulled out every coin to go through. A lot of times there's a lot of beat up $half out there. And some of the airs, like the 77, it is hard to find the DDO when they're beat up. So that's the end of the 72s. I didn't see anything in there. So I'm gonna bring back up the window capture. I'm gonna go back for the 73D. So again, I'm gonna look for the B. It's heavily doubled. But I'm going to go down to trust again, and as you can see, the T and the R are once again, and the S is doubled. Okay, so that's what we're going to look for on there. We're going to go to trust again, and we're going to look at the S, the R, and the T, and the U, so basically trust. So go over here, grab my tiny stack of 73Ds. And away we go. If you guys don't have a computer and you're just watching on your phone, you can get a loop to search for these as well. So you don't need a USB microscope. I like them because you can get a nice big screen to see it. And then if you do find it, sometimes I will use a loop at the, if I find one, just to verify, because the USB scope's LED light kind of plays tricks on you. Lighting tricks. Nothing there. Let me bring back up the window capture. And I'm going to go to the 74D. And this is the main one that a lot of people look for, because it's really simple. If you look at the 4, you see that double serif on the 4? That's the pickup point. After you see that on the 4, you go up to trust, and you'll see that the trust is very heavily doubled. On our streams, we have found quite a few 74D DDOs. I searched these on our half hunts. Search for all of the 70 errors on our half hunts. The 74, we get a ton of 74Ds. Ton of them. And you will see that doubled serif on the 4 very prominently. And the R too. It's it's a very extreme doubling. So even if you don't really know what you're looking for, if you look for that doubled serif on the 4, there's no mistake when you find one. And last one. Nothing. Alright. So the next one, I'm not going to search all of these on here because I have like 100 of them to go through. But it's the 72D half dollar. So the 72D half dollar. This is what's known as a no FG. So on the back of a half dollar, underneath the talons, you'll see the engraver's initials FG on the back. And you can search these without a microscope. But what you're looking for is a no FG. So the mint workers polished the dies, and on some of the dies, they wore off the F and the G. So when they struck the coin, there was absolutely no FG to be seen. So you can search these by the naked eye. You don't need a scope. Some of them we use a scope because they get worn down, just to verify that there is no hump there. You're looking for just a flat surface there. So I will go through these. I'll search a couple just to show you guys a few of the FG. So that one's very prominent. Look, so that one isn't very prominent, but you can see the G on it. And if you change the lighting a little bit, you can see the bottom of the F there. But I will search the rest of these, and I'll bring you in if I find anything cool. So while searching these, this is the one that had the least amount of the F and G. So if you look at it, you can still see a part of the G there. But what you do, if you have a USB scope, is you just rotate the coin, and there you can see a lot more of that G. So, and then you can move it around. Then if you move it down here, the lighting hits it differently, and now you can see the top of the G. So if you have a USB scope, rotate it, change the lighting. Because if you guys didn't know, the bottom of this has 4 LEDs on it. And I know you guys can't see it because the camera's not going to pick it up. But you want to just change the lighting on that coin, and you'll be able to pick up different high points on that coin. Alright. So next, we're actually going to finish the 74s, because apparently I had another stack that I didn't even notice. So we'll finish the 74Ds, looking for that doubled serif on the 4, which is the pickup point on that 74D DDO. And again, you'll be able to see this no problemo. It is super doubled. That's a very technical term there, super doubled, if you guys didn't know that. If you're not finding silver in your boxes, which is always sucks when you don't find silver in a bunch of boxes, but you can always find some rad clad, or you have a large likelihood of finding some rad clad. Alrighty. So next, I'm gonna bring up the window capture again. And I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do the 77D. This is gonna be the last one we're gonna search for. And it's FS101. And on here, it is lightly doubled on trust. So you'll see the R is split down the angle, the S, the T, and the U. but it's slightly doubled. And so if the coin is worn, you're not going to be able to see the doubling. And up top, you can look, the other letters aren't really doubled that much. So trust is where our pickup point is going to be. So I still look for them because these can be valuable coins if they're even in crappy condition. They're worth a bunch of money. So on the 77, on the bottom of the R, where the angle is, that's kind of my pickup point. That's where I found the 77 DDOs on our stream. Is you'll look for that splitting of the R on the bottom. But as you can tell, a lot of the coins in the 70s are just damaged. And when it's lightly doubled, it's hard to pick it up just because of how damaged they are. And after you see these for a while, searching them, you'll be able to search them pretty quick. And I usually search them as I'm going, so I don't get stacks of, 100 of each. Searching one here, one there. Makes it just go by a lot quicker, it seems like. And that diagonal part of the R will be a little bit thicker. And so if you see one that's super narrow, it's not gonna be it. It's gonna be a little fatty. So that one's a little fatter on that one. So you go over to the U and the S, but I don't see any splitting on those letters. So that R definitely looks like there's kind of like a damaged high point that looks doubled, but the other letters you can't see it. So that R is not a fatty. So we're gonna just throw it there. And that one, nope. All right, we got a few more here. That one's damaged. That one's the cleanest one of the bunch, but that's not it. And last one, nada. That R is super narrow. Let me dump these over here. Alrighty. Well, guys, I hope you guys like this little makeshift air hunt right at the end. If you guys want this link, I will put it down below for Variety Vista. But you can go into like DDRs and anything that's blue highlighted, there's something on there. So if you want to search for all of them that Variety Vista has attributed, well, you can go in here and you can check it out. So on that note, guys, that's going to end the hunt. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, please subscribe. Please like the video, share it out to your friends. And with this new year, we're going to do some different things. Hope you guys like this, because you will see more of it. Till next time, happy hunting.